wrestling fans, guess what? It's the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, it's that time again. Time to do another prediction video because coming up this Sunday is WWE's Money in the Bank match. Yes. Yeah, so Money in the Bank match is coming up this Sunday. It's an interesting card. There's been some subtle changes. There's been some last minute replacements, but the interesting two matches that I have that I want to see is that the double women's champion, Becky Lynch, she is both the Raw Women's and SmackDown Women's champion. She's going to have two titles that night. She will first take on, I believe, Lacey Evans. That's going to be for the Raw Women's title. And, of course, obviously, Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to book that one. I believe that eventually she's just going to retain one title. But we don't know what title that's going to be. But let's take a look what's happening with the rest of the card as I predict my matches for Money in the Bank. Starting off on the pre-match shows, we have Daniel Bryan and Roman versus the Usos, Jimmy and Jay Uso. This is going to be an interesting matchup. This is the first time we see Daniel Bryan and Rowan be tag teams, and I believe this is going to be a nice way to start the show. The Usos are always great. I wish they would stop putting them on pre-shows, though, because they ought to be on the main show. Come on, guys. Give the guys some credit. This will be some fantastic match. It will be some nice spots, but I believe if they are going to push Daniel Bryan and Roman into the tag team title match, I believe that they'll win this matchup. So I'm giving this match to Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Also on the pre-show, we have for the WWE Cruiserweight title, we have the current champion Tony Nese versus, I'm probably going to miss this guy's name, but Araya Davani. I can't pronounce his name. I believe this is going to be another one of these incredible matchups that these Cruiserweights always put on. We're going to see some high-flying spots and some really nice stiff moves. Since Tony Nese is still the current champion, his first title reign, I don't think they're going to remove the belt off of him. So I believe Tony Nese will retain the Cruiserweight title. Next up, the WWE United States Champion. We have the current champion Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. Now, I believe this is going to be a pretty good matchup here. Rey Mysterio is he was getting up there in age. I believe he's like 45, 46. I liked the little subtle storyline that they had between those two. It'll be interesting to see how they book this matchup. This is the first title reign Samoa Joe has had since he's been in here. I think this is going to be a credible matchup, but I think Samoa Joe will eventually retain the United States title. For the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, we have the current champion Kofi Kingston, yes, versus Kevin Owens. I believe this is going to be another incredible matchup. Kofi Kingston is going to prove once and for all that his win was not a fluke, that he deserves to be in the main event status, and I believe that he will retain the World's Heavyweight title. It's going to be a credible matchup. I know Kevin Owens will get some nice spots in, and Kofi Kingston will show off what an incredible in-ring performer that he is. In a steel cage matchup, we have The Miz versus Shane McMahon. I believe this is going to be a brutal matchup right here. And I'm pretty sure, once again, Shane McMahon will pull off some insane stunt that he always does in these matches. But I think that after what they did in WrestleMania, that incredible spot that Shane McMahon did, I believe that The Miz will come out on top and he will win this match. In her first title match in this card, we have the reigning Raw Women's title, because this is for the Raw Women's title. Current champion Becky Lynch will face on Charlotte Flair. I believe this will probably main event the match, the card. And I believe this will be another incredible matchup. Now, I really can't tell how they're going to book these matches. It wouldn't even surprise me that Becky Lynch will win both matches. Because that would actually be benefit for the way they are booking her right now, because she is the most over performer in the WWE. So it wouldn't surprise me if Becky Lynch wins. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to pick her to win this matchup. In a single title match, we have Roman Reigns versus Elias. Do I need to say anything more? Roman Reigns wins. Next. Now, the women's Money in the Bank match, we have Natalya versus Dana Brooke versus Naomi versus Bayley versus Mandy Rose versus Ember Moon versus Carmella versus Nikki Cross. Now, it was supposed to be Alexa Bliss, But on WWE.com, she's not been medically cleared to perform this Sunday night. So they replaced her with Nikki Cross as a last-minute replacement, as we actually saw on Raw last night. Saw a much more calmer version of Nikki Cross than one that we saw at, I think it was Royal Rumble. Can't remember which one. I think it was the Royal Rumble, doing the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. This is going to be a pretty interesting card. I really couldn't tell who they're going to allow to win in this event. There's going to be some great spots. I believe Ember Moon's going to do some nice spots. Bayley's going to do some nice spots. But I think in the bottom line, I think Bayley is going to win this title. I predict Bayley will win. I also will pick two others. I think Ember Moon will win. Could be a winner. And it wouldn't be surprised me if we might even get to see Nikki Cross win. So my three picks will be Bayley, Ember Moon, and Nikki Cross. Now for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Ali, Finn Balor, I can't pronounce his name, Andre, and Randy Orton. Again, this is going to be an interesting matchup here. We're going to have some nice spots under Ricochet. He's going to do some insane stunt off the ladder. I predict that right now because the guy is just so athletic. And he's such a very talented in-ring performer. I know Finn Balor is going to do some nice spots. We're probably going to see Randy Orton might do an RKO off the top of the ladder. Let's see. Out of the three guys I'm going to pick, I'm going to say Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, and Finn Balor. Those are the three guys I'm going to pick. With Drew McIntyre, obviously, I think with the way they're booking him, they're going to book him as the monster that they want to be. And they want to make the mistake they did when they made Braun Strowman win last year, which was a total fiasco. But if you want to have Drew McIntyre be the monster that he wants, that they're trying to book him, then make him win this matchup. So like I said, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, or Finn Balor, those are the three guys I'm picking for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, for the WWE Universal Championship, we have current champion Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. I believe this is going to be an incredible matchup. It is probably one of the first time we see these two guys wrestle. I'm pretty sure they've wrestled in the independent circuit before, as we saw some of their history that they're going on with this feud. This is going to be an incredible matchup. Since Seth Rollins just won the title, even though it wouldn't surprise me if AJ won the belt, I think he eventually will, but I think it's too soon. It's going to be an incredible matchup, but I believe Seth Rollins will retain the Universal Champion. And finally, for the Raw Women's Championship, once again, we have current Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to play this out. Like I said before, it would be great and very interesting to see Becky Lynch actually do two matches and defend those matches and still be a double champion. I know eventually they're going to have to take one of the belts off. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do, but I don't think they're going to do it here. I think Becky Lynch is going to win both matches, so I'm predicting her to beat Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans, and she'll be the double champion. We'll still actually have both belts by the time the show is over. Even though it wouldn't surprise me that she did lose, but I'm still picking her to retain both titles. And there it is. Those are my predictions. Let's hope I do very well. I think it's going to be a pretty good card tonight. I think the WWE really has got their work cut out for them, because I'm pretty sure most people who know the wrestling news, this new wrestling promotion called All Elite Wrestling, or AEW, just got a TV contract with TNT. I haven't read the article, so I don't know when they're going to debut or if they're going to try to take on Vince. I think taking on Vince now would be a huge mistake. They need to get their foot under the door and start off slow before they eventually try to challenge him. That was the mistake of TNA, Total Nonstop Wrestling. They tried to attack Vince straight on. They failed miserably. They failed miserably. So All Elite Wrestling, like I said before, I'll take a look at them and see how well they do, because I enjoy wrestling just like anybody else does. So it'll be nice to see some competition, because we haven't had any competition since the Monday Night Wars. So, my wrestling fans, what do you think about this card? What do you think about my predictions? What do you think? Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Tell me what your predictions are going to be for Money in the Bank this Sunday. So that's my video for the day, and I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel out a lot. And this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put up new material, whether it's my wrestling predictions, another horror movie, or a horror tag, or anything horror related, because I am the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, this is Lamont Smith, Monty G here. And this time, Rock, take us home. We're out.
If you're some man!